Right then, let's have another look. 17th, which keeps coming up, doesn't it? Kristen, my love, if you're watching, which you probably are, I hope you're out of that bloody hospital and back home. Don't know where you'd be more comfortable though. And I hope you're getting enough coffee. So, those of you who don't know, Kristen's quite poorly. She needs all our love and prayers. Somebody's feeling sorry for themselves anyway, because it's a Buddy Holly song. It's raining in my heart. So that's not good, is it? Let's see if we can get a positive read out of that one. So you might know somebody called Buddy. If you watch the television here, the films here, people get called Buddy all the time in America, but they probably don't. It's probably just another catchphrase that they invented. Any road, let's have a look. 17. 17's about the ankles and legs. It's about not dimming your light. It's about fame. It's about socialising. It's about getting out there and being your genuine self. Facing the chaos head on. And when you do, your dreams and wishes come true. It's about groups. It's about crowds. So let's see. Aquarius is. Yesterday we got it, I think it was 3 times in one of the reads, didn't we? Good job it's not smelly vision, because you'd smell my breath. It stinks of garlic. I had garlic bread. Oh. Obviously I've missed them, and I don't know how, because I was watching very carefully. Let's have a look. No. Oh, bugger me. No. Oh, it's there right in front of me. Silly mare. I bet you was all shouting at the screen, weren't you? It's there. Well, it's quite far off, so. But it does mean that we are facing that chaos, and we're not afraid to face that chaos. We're standing in our truth, and we're following our guiding star. Any issues with the ankles and legs will be healed. Yeah, we are not tying ourselves to the material. We are turning our back on a lot of things, the things we used to believe in. Maybe some of us going against what we always believed in. Walking away to follow our true path with the guiding light. And this one means that we won't be walking that journey alone, because somebody in spirit or the flesh will be sent to walk with us. I was born in the year of the snake, massively important. The Canada geese, if you look it up, that's a really good animal term. So the 9 of the 27 is very important. Virgo energy. It's the Buddha card. It's somebody who leaves everything, all the worldly goods behind, and walks to the future. Again, we're at that crossroads. How many times have I told you? Could be, if you keep taking the same path and you try to solve the problem with the same mindset that caused it, you will just keep coming back to this crossroads. maybe in a week, maybe in a month, maybe in a year, maybe in 5 or 10. But you will keep coming back there until you make the choice to go on the path less travelled. Number 10, massively important, lucky phase. Fate is taking a hand in this situation. So we've got the 9 and the 10 or the 27. But some of us are still hanging about in limbo, Groundhog Day, sacrificing ourselves for ungrateful people, not putting our boundaries in place, not willing to turn our world upside down like they're asking us to see things differently. It's Prometheus again. And I told you that's come up. It's a secret government agenda. So look it up. Prometheus. Pisces energy. So while we're in Pisces energy, nothing can move forwards, it seems. We've got to wait to take action when we enter Aries, which is on around the 20th, I think. And something or someone from your past or to do with children is returning. Happy memories, fond memories of the past. So we're crossing, a lot of water's gone under the bridge since I last saw these people, but action needs to be taken. Follow your passion. And that's the wonky table leg that we was waiting for yesterday, do you remember? So let's see. So the 12 is negative, Pisces is negative. And that snake's there again, snake in the grass. That snake will be revealed by our guides. That suggests 1 day, that suggests 2 days. So maybe not today. Yeah, there's a loss financially, quite a heavy loss, and emotional security. So it could be the family unit. There's some financial worries. And we know that everybody's got that in some way. But don't worry, because we've got the Scorpio energy. Reproductive organs, shared resources. We are a shed in a skin. We're coming out of our comfort zone and we're going to rise like the butterfly out of that cocoon. We've been the caterpillar. We've rested. Once we've rested 2 or 3 days, and we'll come out of there and be ready for action. Rebirth, a new beginning. So number 13 is positive. But remember, we are at that crossroads for a reason. There are those who see when they're shown, and I'm afraid there's those who will never see. And we are going to have to leave them behind. And that's the thing I think that's been holding us back. There's no reciprocity here. People aren't going to fit anymore. Yeah, the answer is no. No happiness until we make the change. 9 months. Rebirth is needed. A big loss of money. Someone in uniform. So Capricorn energy. Either Aquarius Capricorn, which is a late Capricorn, or Sagittarius Capricorn. But I think it's the Aquarius because we've got Aquarius there. It's the dragon. The dragon's feeling like it's lacking something, emotionally more than financially, I think, but it could be either. It's a businessman that's lost everything, man in uniform, darker complexion, or it could be, like I say, a Capricorn of any gender. Yeah, there's confusion, but there is still dreams. We have a lot of options, but we're putting a lot of effort in for other people's benefit. And that's Cinderella not going to the ball. It's time to move on. Leave the stormy waters of the past behind. You and a child maybe, or you and your inner child, your ego. It's not your big-headedness, it's your inner child who really wanted something to be a certain way with a certain person at a certain time, and fate had other ideas because they could see it wasn't working. So there's something better. They see the bigger picture. So something has to end and something new can be born. 6 weeks. Just don't take the baggage of the past with you, or you repeat those same mistakes in a different setting. Move forward. And when we do, it'll be rapid. So in about 6 weeks, we will have rapid movement forwards. Yeah, it's wasting your time banging your head against a brick wall. It's not going to get you anywhere. You need to put a door on it and make sure it's locked, so there's no going back. Yep, everything is going to be illuminated by the moon. So now we've got the 17, the 18, something being birth. Look, it's not usually on the moon card. She is pregnant, heavily pregnant. So the full moon, we haven't looked at the full moon, have we? When is that? Where's my book gone? Oh, it's up there. Oh no, it'll be the new moon on the 21st. So, from the 17th to the 21st. And our Blas's video told us all about that, didn't it? Remember? Everything's going to become very clear. The path you need to take will be clear, but it won't be easy. You have to release a burden of someone that doesn't see things your way. 10 days. There'll be no movement forward till you do. Be very careful, and if you're waiting for a message from Spirit, this is somebody in a car crash, we keep getting it, or a car accident. Watch out for drink driving, speeding tickets, parking fines, mechanical problems on a car. Mother's home, family unit, and girls, you must check yourselves. It's not cancer the disease, it is cancer the sign, but yeah, I always say check yourselves. Oh good, so now we've got the 15, which is Capricorn energy again, so we're leaving that toxic energy behind. I'm just going to have a look, see what the astrology says for today. So 17, sorry. The sun is in Mercury. Mercury squares Mars, Venus sextiles Saturn. So the truthful conversations and developments may be fast moving. So ensure you're happy with things and the way they're heading. If not, aim to slow things down if possible. Moon enters Aquarius. So there we are. Moon enters Aquarius. Well done, Spirit. Yeah, Ablas did say, if you act in haste, you'll repent at leisure. So try and wait. Have a look at Ablas's video and wait for the new moon when we go into Aries. Because a change is coming. Spirit has said it twice now. They're taking that number 10 is very important. They're taking things into their own hands. A change for the better. But you're going to have to fight for what you want. You can't sit on the couch stuffing your face. Nobody's coming to save you. You've got to want it. There will be heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. There's no denying that. And there could be more minor surgery, Christian. I'm really sorry for that if that's the case. But there is also a lady, possibly in spirit, who is not of sound mind or in a wheelchair. So 3 weeks and things are improving, but slowly. So most of you will get frustrated. This is the agriculture. This is the horse, year of the horse. This is the person in uniform, the darker complexion, but it comes bearing gifts, an apology possibly for being such an absolute I can't even say it on camera, can I? But you know what I mean. For being such a pain in the ass, basically. The 15 is positive Capricorn. It's breaking the shackles. It's rebellion. The B's, Manchester, whatever the B means to you. So, we've got Uranus again. The Tower. So now we've got the 16, the 17, the 18. Massively important. Rebellion. The walls have to come down. Be there the walls you built up to protect yourself or your ivory towers. It can't survive anymore. So I will read it again, but you must be sick of hearing it now. It's Mother Earth, Father Sky. Neither of those are in this. But Mercury and communications is very important, fast moving. Necessary changes have to be made that you can no longer resist. It's something rather eccentric, if not shocking, and things will not go how you expected, but they will be better. Life will be transformed, not exactly as you predicted. You might feel nervous or frustrated, especially when it comes to things you are currently focusing on. Everything will go fast once it gets moving. It will offer a new course or path, like I said. Technology, phones, televisions, electrical energies, so watch out for water and electrical problems, massive arguments, sexual encounters. Pay close attention to the wiring. Connections between Uranus and alternative forms of sexuality, so gender identity. In fact, Victorian England, homosexuals and transgender people were referred to as Uranians. Therefore, you might find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of different class or background. All in all, this card means your life is about to be changed in big ways rather than small ones. Go with it and see what happens. So it's very important you're not stubborn and you don't have blinkers on. Taking back control of your life. 15, so that 15 is massively important and it's good. Speed, masculinity and flow, so something is coming to you very fast and very masculine. It doesn't have to be a male person, but it's masculine energy, so it's action. Passion. The master of the hunt made himself known to me at a time I encountered the white stag. And you know the white stag is very important to me. It's a spiritual animal. Were they one and the same? I'm not quite sure, for they appear as separate identities. But somehow I felt they were one. He didn't reveal his name, and more I've researched him, I understand why. Because the horned man has been seen in many locations and many timelines. Therefore, depending on where you originated, you will know him by many different names. He may be known as Cernunnos, Herne the Hunter, the Horned God, Master of the Hunt, or even Gwyn at Nud, pronounced Gwyn Utneth, King of the Fairies. The imagery I saw was him running through the forest with such skill, as though he knew every rock, every dip, every tree. He was part of the forest, and he looked at me with a smirk and a nod as he ran. So a cheeky chappy. He didn't need to look where he was going. It was pure flow, and that's what you should do. He then approached me and hugged me like the white stag. He saw that I was weary, so somebody's going to be sent to you to walk beside you so that you do not have to do this alone. Here we are, feeling tired and frustrated. I laid my head on his shoulder and embraced and the embrace of someone who cared and wanted to lend his strength. On drawing this card, the master of the hunt is asking, where have you stepped out of your flow? Are you feeling supported and flowing in what you are doing in your life? Are you facing resistance and exhaustion? Yes, we are. You see, you cannot be in complete flow if there is some part of your life that is resisting or residing in resistance. So we're coming out of that now, that comfort zone. We're not going to be there anymore, but we have got to heal first. You see, you cannot be in complete flow if there is some part of your life that is residing in resistance. Resistance can come in many forms. Do you hate your job and cringe every time you have to go to work? Is there something in your life that you have to do that brings your energy levels down? Or people you have in your life that block your creativity? You might even develop pains in your body, especially your neck, where you are holding on to tension because of these issues. It is a physical manifestation of the block in your life, and it equals resistance. But if you can become more aware of these blockages in your life, you then look at how to change them and ask, so what do I truly want? If you're stuck in a job you don't like, then you've got to shift your self-talk about it to something more positive and less permanent. You might say to yourself, I'm grateful for my job because it helps me to where I need to be, or gives me the money I need to pay my bills. And it's time to go after what you do want and become the master of the hunt. Hunt out exactly what it is to get where you need to be. Allowing ourselves to shift the negative talk that we keep telling ourselves and what we don't want can help us shift into a vibrational match of what we do want, which creates the flow. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for support and the strength of those around you. You might have exhausted yourself by being in a situation you don't like or pushing too hard to make something work, when you really need to remove your roadblocks first and allow the flow to take you to where you need to be. So they're telling us again, aren't they? We've got to wait until we come out of this Pisces energy because it is so dark and it is so restricting and it keeps feeling as if we're being dragged back and somebody's yanking our chain. But remember that it's like the archer pulling back the bow. You need to keep pulling it back till you've got enough power to shoot the arrow straight and true as far as it'll go. So, what did I do after that the other day? I think I did the dice, didn't I? We'll do that. I don't want to run out of time, that's all. Yeah, so we've got Jupiter, we've got Taurus, and we know Venus went into Taurus, don't we? And the fourth house of Cancer, which we've got there. So it's a home and family life that they want to talk about. Taurus is about belief, faith, speaking your truth, especially about material matters. Fourth house is the home and the environment, and your paternal home. So it's stomach and breasts, home, ancestral line, the colour red, home, parents, childhood, inherited patterns, family environment, upbringing, and the womb. And then the womb will be healed because Scorpio is upright. And then we've got Taurus in Jupiter. Ooh. Jupiter in Taurus, sorry. I do it every time, don't I? So we are expanding through possessions and good living. Ambitious, acquisitive, but hedonistic and ostentatious. So that's what we've got to leave behind, our love of this material side of life. That's not what's important, and that's not what Spirit's working on. Jupiter in Taurus has a tendency to put on weight. So what did I say about sitting in front of the telly and stuffing your face is only storing up negative energy, and you'll put weight on and then you'll end up ill. So watch yourself. So get out of the house, do some walking if you can, try to do things differently. Is that Nagos? Not sure what I'll call it. I think it's Nagos. Errors. Ferocity. Oh, geez. With the tower. Yeah. It's the bull, so it's Taurus again. Or the year of the ox. Nagos. And we know that... not Nagos. What did I keep saying that for? Urus. We know that it's the sacred cow, don't we? But we also know that the Bible didn't like that because they made false idols out of cows. So don't be looking at any false idols. So powerful energies are at work when this rune appears. If you require added vitality, if this is a good omen. However, you must treat this power with respect and caution, or its wild nature may cause you to regret the fact that you chose to use its force in the first place. So what did I say? Don't act in haste because you'll repent at leisure. After all, it's fairly easy to goad a bull into charging, but it is not that simple to stop it once you've done it. This rune associated with courage and great strength means that it is certain that you will overcome any obstacles. Brute force will not be enough to see any changes through. You will have to use your intelligence to harness the power. This rune is considered good for healing, giving strength to those who have been ill. There you go. And hastening recovery, Kristen. Well done. So don't you rush it. Spirit are doing it for you. Yours may also indicate a rise in status, but first make sure that you are not biting off more than you can chew. So stardom. Weakness and physical or mental fatigue are indicated. There may even be an underlying health problem, so perhaps it's time for a checkup or a thorough review of your lifestyle. So get some exercise. There is a sense of being overwhelmed by events and not having the will to face up to reality. When this rune appears in this position, so take care because powerful forces may be ranged against you and you've got to take the power back and break the shackles. So let's have one angel card. Maybe we'll have a light workers as well because we've got plenty of time. So, just how it works sometimes. Oop. Laughter. The angels love it when you laugh, so try and watch something that makes you laugh, something funny, because it rises your vibrational energy and it attracts the angels. It reminds me of that scene in Mary Poppins where they go see Uncle whatever his name is and he's on the ceiling because he's laughing that much. Laughter is a wonderful healer. It shakes out fears and leaves you feeling happier, clearer and more relaxed. Remember that angels fly because they take themselves lightly. So make light of the difficulties, laugh in the face of adversity and see the funny side of this situation. Laugh at yourself and with others, and when you relax and laugh, your angels drop in new suggestions and ideas which can transform difficulty into delight. Because sometimes we don't want to laugh at ourselves because we feel that it makes us less than. It doesn't. Laughter is the sunshine which dissolves the darkness, so be merry, joyous and fun-filled. See the humour in everything. That's how we got through the Second World War, was that and how doctors and nurses do it. It's a macabre type of humour, isn't it? But laugh in the face of adversity, nothing can get to you then. Have we got time? Yes, we have. One card, Spirit. Let's get this done. answer the call. So there may be a phone call coming that you don't really want to answer and you don't really want to deal with, but I suggested you, as well as the fact that this is answering your true calling in life. So walking away from everything you've ever known and believed to be true to follow your dream. Answer that call. So number 36. It's something that you can't deny. It's like when I paint, I can't, and when I talk to spirit, I can't do anything else until that's done, because I've got to get it out. And this is something that's similar. It's something you have to do. You feel called to do it. Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. Yes, it's going to be scary and it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearning, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul calling is not a one-time thing. I've done it over and over, and it sometimes gets me into trouble. Rather a lifelong dance. Deep down you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for, and whatever you're called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes, because most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take that first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith in yourself and courage to answer the call of your soul, and that's why most people don't do it. You're not most people. You're exactly in the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it's leading. You just need to take the first step. No one has ever had the complete, perfect plan. There's no end destination. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more we resist, the more we have to answer that call. The more important it is for your soul growth. So go where you're called to go. Thanks for listening.